We all like to know that we're getting the biggest bang for our buck, punch for our pound, or yeehaw for our euro. Today I'm going to make sure that you're getting the most out of those hard-earned hours in the gym and those miles in those running shoes by taking some tips from the finance experts. So let's get to it. If we can agree that time is our biggest commodity, then it's be obvious that every time you're spending hours in the gym, you're investing time in your health. That's clearly a great idea. But much like investing money, there are some rules that you can follow to make sure that you're getting the most out of your hard-earned hours in the gym and that you actually see the results of your efforts. And there could be one big mistake that you're making that's destroying your progress. So if you know anything about saving money, you may be aware of the concept of compounding. Albert Einstein is reputed to have said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, he who doesn't pays it. So how does this relate to exercise? Well, there are a couple of variables that we need to understand when it comes to exercise and making sure that we're making progress consistently. Consistency is one of the biggest factors when it comes to succeeding, whether it's in finance or in your health. With money though, you're obviously better off investing larger amounts of money at the beginning of the month to give it more time to earn that interest. With exercise though, we're probably better off, in fact we're certainly better off spreading that exercise investment out over the course of the month. And we need to make sure that there's not too big a gap between each investment we make. We all need to make sure that we're investing regularly if we want to see fast and effective results. Unlike the actual stock market, there is definitely a sweet spot when it comes to how often you're investing your energy, so the frequency of your training. It's also a great idea early on in your training to mix up the intensity of your workouts over the week. The next variable we need to look at is intensity. That's basically how hard you're working every time you go to the gym. If you're investing larger amounts of energy, i.e. you're investing more, then you'll be rewarded days later with increased strength or endurance. But if you don't invest it enough and your workout was too easy, then the return on your investment, in other words, the results that you see in the mirror, won't be what you're looking for. So rather than doing 2 or 3 days in a row of really heavy intense strength training, maybe do 2 to 3 times a week interspersed with some stretching and some remedial work, which will help you recover. This is one of the major differences between investing money and investing time in your health. If we were to invest small amounts of money, our spare change, every few days, then obviously that would accumulate and compound over time. This can be likened to completing regular workouts. So when we get fitter or stronger from a previous workout, we're then able to invest more, we're actually able to create a greater level of intensity, so our interest effectively accumulates and compounds in our workout. So what that means is, given the right type of workout, the right type of investment if you like, then you will receive the results that you want in the mirror, in your strength, in your body, in your health, and so on. So what does it take to win in the fitness stock market? Well, first of all, you've got to know what you're investing for. What do you actually want to see for your investment? So this decision will allow you to figure out the best type of investment vehicle for you. So instead of stocks, shares and bonds and so on, what we're looking at here is the different type of modalities of exercise. So are you better off spending more time doing strength training or doing aerobic training, doing HIIT classes, doing yoga? What you have to understand is what you're actually training for. On that note, it's a great idea to go ahead and watch my videos on goal setting and assessing your starting point. So these videos will give you a great foundation as to understanding your goals and how to set better, more effective goals that take you towards the results that you're looking for. I'll put links to those videos down below. It's definitely a good idea to be patient early on and err on the side of doing too little rather than too much. Then you can see how your body reacts and adjust accordingly. As you become more experienced, you can definitely invest more time, energy and intensity into each of your workouts. But as we've already said, just make sure that the type of training you're doing is in line with the goals you've set yourself. So it is definitely like the concept of compound interest. The only difference is that we have to invest regularly in order to see the interest or the results of all our hard work actually compound. And that's what we want with our exercise habits. We need to have the knowledge and the motivation to to understand that if we don't keep at it, those returns on our investment are going to decrease over time, and we're actually going to start to lose fitness that we worked so hard to gain. So here's a summary of a few tips for the beginner investor. First is start with small amounts at a time. So you should definitely keep your workouts a little shorter and definitely less intense than someone who is a lot more experienced. So this will help not only reduce the muscle soreness that you feel the next day, it'll also just keep you more motivated and make the sessions more enjoyable. The second tip is you should try and invest every day. So whether that's a strength workout at home, a walk in the park, some yoga and some stretching, doing those small amounts but every day, not only will keep your results coming, but it'll also keep you motivated and it'll make that habit really hard to break. And for the more experienced among you, you can definitely up that intensity somewhat, so you're investing larger amounts of time and energy in each workout. But you should also make sure that you are getting your recovery as well. So investing more time in some stretching, some foam rolling, even meditation and restorative work really helps to maintain your longevity over time, keep those results coming, and again, prevents that chance of injury happening as well. If you've got any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you, so please put your comments down below. I'll try to reach out to as many people as I can and answer your questions. And before you go, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you do feel like you've got any great tips from this video, chances are that someone else will enjoy it too. So just by liking and subscribing, you could be helping other people just like you get into better shape. All right guys, thanks again, stay fit, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon.